There have been times where what the Lord is doing doesn't necessarily make sense to me. When tragedy comes our way, we say, well, why did that happen? You know, we hear of such sad stories that take place all around us. We hear of a child dying. We hear of a good friend getting cancer. We hear of some horrible accident that happens, and we say, why would God allow that to happen? And our problem sometimes is we interpret God in the light of the tragedy instead of the other way around. We need to look at the tragedy in the light of who God is, not look at God in the light of the tragedy. John is crying out, Lord, why didn't you help me? Why haven't you done something for me? And we may do that as well. Lord, where were you? Where are you? And sometimes we may think that to question God is an act of spiritual treason or betrayal, or that doubt is some kind of an unpardonable sin. But that's not true at all. Sometimes we have to go through the foyer of doubt to get into the sanctuary of certainty. Oswald Chambers, famous for his book, My Utmost for His Highest, said, doubt is not always a sign that a man is wrong, and maybe a sign he is thinking. See, it's not a bad thing to grapple with issues. A French proverb says, he who knows nothing doubts nothing. Another said, doubt is not the opposite of faith, it's an element of faith. And if we're honest, we would all say that we have struggled at times with doubt. I will tell you candidly, I have struggled with doubt. It's not a reoccurring problem in my life, but certainly after the Lord took my son, I've struggled with this greatly. Even over 2 years later, I still struggle with it. It hurts, it's hard. I don't understand why. But the most important thing I want to emphasize is I talk to God about it. I bring my doubts to him. I bring my concerns to him. And that's the thing that we need to remember as we go to the Lord with our doubts, not away from him. G. Campbell Morgan said, and I quote, men of faith are always the men who have to confront problems. If you believe God, you will sometimes wonder why he allows certain things to happen. But keep in mind there's a difference between doubt and unbelief. Like Habakkuk, the doubter questions God, and they may even debate God, but the doubter doesn't abandon God. For unbelief is rebellion against God, a refusal to accept what he says and does. Unbelief is an act of the will, while doubt is born out of a troubled mind and a broken heart. So it's not bad to struggle. Unbelief is different. Unbelief says, I don't care what you say, I'm not going to believe it. I've already decided that's way different than doubt. Doubt can be a part of your faith as you deal with issues and learn to trust God.